Hi everyone, welcome back to Kenny's Clacky Garage. My name is Kenny and behind me is a real gem of a lawnmower. So here we have an Alco Classic 4.64 PS horsepower, I don't know, and it is really nice. There's really nothing wrong with this. It's from 2013 and it has only got 4 wheels out of alignment. That one is all kittywampus. That one is worn totally awkward. That one is looking the other way and that one is about to fall off. So all in all, very nice machine. Oh, also the pull start is broken. It's not there. It's gone. Great. Now, for obvious reasons, I'm gonna start with dealing with the pull start after I checked oil and fuel, because the next thing will be to check for spark, and we cannot do that without a pull start. So, if there's anything in here, we are in luck. Not much. Well, it got something in there, so if it's good enough, well, it's got something in there, so that must be good enough to start it if it can. If we have spark, that is. The boot is falling apart, so that's also perfect. Hunter style carburetor. It's nice that there is not a cover here, so you can actually adjust mix and idle. It's got a throttle handle, so it's not a fixed throttle. And it moves. Yeah, it moves just fine. Anything in here? We got something in there that looks like fuel and smells like fuel. Filter here. That's more than likely plugged up. So yeah, let me just take a little look at this and then I'll bring you back if something interesting happens. So the covers are off. Let me see if I can. We are in. Okay, so the string is not just broken, it's totally missing. So that's perfect. Well, let me put a new string on. Now a new string and a handle from some other broken machine I had lying around underneath, and a bolt from my stash, which was also free, so that's just perfect. So now we have a string on. And the claws both come out and it retracts again. So let's put it back on the machine. It was like this. Come on, there we go. Now the cover back on. Yeah, I'm gonna put it back on. So the cover is back on. All the nuts are tightened again. So can we pull over the engine now? Can we turn the engine now? Let's see. Yeah. Turns over fine. So, now what? Was it spark now? And normally I take the wrong size, but now I'm gonna gamble once again that it is 21. Yes, great. So how does it look, the spark plug? Long threads. Yeah. It's looking wet, but otherwise I guess it looks okay. A little bit of oil deposits, I guess, but yeah. Let's check for spark. So let me just clamp the handle right there. Yeah, we got spark. Yeah, nice spark. So let's jam it in again. This machine looks much cleaner than the yellow one I did last week. So yeah, let's put it back in and see if we got fuel at the carb. So we have spark at the spark plug. Now do we have fuel at the fuel? Make it happen. And I'm gonna guess that we do have fuel, and that, yeah, I'm already getting wet on my finger. So I can make a giant mess here like I usually do. Yeah. So that's good. That's just perfect. So I also see a choke here. How does that work? Is that the throttle handle? I guess it is. Now it's all the way forward. Now it's all the way back. Yeah, I'm gonna bet that most likely is minding its own business. So we take a look down here in the air cleaner. You cannot see anything, sorry. I'm sorry if it sounds like a bunch of crazy birds inside the house. It's just because my daughter has a friend visiting, and they just went by the door in there and was making all kinds of funny sounds. My first thought was, how and when did we get a couple of chickens in the house? I don't know. So, what's the deal here? No deal. Well, the pre-filter has seen better days, but yeah. How about really nothing to see here because it goes into this elbow. So yeah. Let's just put it back on and pretend that it's just fine. Now now it's getting kind of dinner time, so I'm just gonna give it a week attempt to see if it will run, and then go to have dinner and deal with this later. So we have what do we have? Run. I think we have choke here, so let's see. I'm gonna give it 5 pulls, and if it doesn't start, then another day. Okay, that's 10, and it didn't even try, so I'm gonna sign off for right now. See you later. It's the next day, and I have just taken off the air cleaner to get a better look at what's going on, and I was preparing to clean the carburetor. I also fired up the ultrasonic because I didn't understand why it wouldn't run, because we have fuel at the carb. And then I think there's a possibility that this is, yeah, how old is it anyways? 2013, so it's 11 years old. It could be that someone has been in here before, because there's also a zip tie there, so someone has been dealing with something at some point. Now, what I found out was that when I operate the throttle handle, it moves that lever and that linkage, which is the choke, and that's the only thing I can see that it is hooked up to. So is it is it just a choke handle, this? And that makes good sense, because then it's in this, it says stop and run here. There is also a picture of an open throttle there. And when I push it all the way forward to the run position, the choke opens. So is it just a choke handle? Yeah, I'm gonna put the air cleaner back on and try one more time. I also found this mouse poop and a piece of the starter string, so yeah, great. So let's give it another go, assuming that the handle up there is just operating the choke. The dead man switch is clamped, so don't put your fingers underneath. And it is in the choke position. Let's see. Fires right up now. Nothing. Not at all. Run position. Not a damn thing. Okay. Let me just give it a snort and see if it will run, if it gets something to run on. Because maybe we have to look at the carburetor anyways. I got the ultrasonic fired up so it can get some heat. So let's see what this brings us. Come on now. There we go. Let's see. Maybe it just needed some help. So do I. I need help of breathing. So I'm back after getting some fresh air, and the air cleaner is back on. I'm gonna try it one more time to see if it was just the starter fluid or brake clean it was. We got no choke on. Well, it sounds like we got a running engine now. That just had to be woken up. Huh. Oh well, that makes it easier for me. So, now what? We got a running engine. Should we take a look at all those wheels that are pointing in every direction of the world? So yeah, when you look at it from the front wheel is pointing like this. The back wheel is tilted like this. That wheel is pointing this direction, and that wheel seems to be bent a little bit like this because the inside of the wheel is rubbed off. So we got a wheel pointing to each corner of the world. So let me just I'm gonna block it up on some wood or something, and let's see if we can bend something back into shape. I got the first wheel off here, and it actually looks worse through the camera than in real life, but it also depends a little bit on the ride height of this wheel. You adjust them independently, but it seems like it has hit something real hard, so it's turning that way, and it also seems like it had too much weight, so it also bent a little bit up, it looks like. So I'm gonna try to do something to straighten it out a little bit, and that goes for all four wheels. So let's try. It's not the best bender tool, but that's what I have. Like that maybe. Maybe that was too much down. A little bit too much maybe, but I think that's better than... Was this also too much? Let me try and put on the wheel again, and let's see. So the wheel is back on. It actually it looks better. It looks like it's a bit too much pointing inwards right now, but it's better than before, and yeah, you get the idea. I'm gonna run around and do some 4-wheel alignment with my pipe. So yeah, see you in a bit. That's better. A lot better. So, now what? Should we take a look underneath? So, we are looking under the skirts here. And as to expected, there's grass from the last time it was running. I do see over here that there's a big chunk missing. Let me take off the knife and we can take a better look. That needs sharpening anyways. Looks brand new. Sorry. You can't say that about the knife, but yeah. It will get a little touch up and then we're good to go. So I'm gonna dig out all that junk. The plastic case is just, maybe it hit a big rock or something at a point. I can't do anything about it, but I just want to have a look. Given the fact that there was 2 centimeters of old dirt and grass sticking to the underside of it, it's actually in pretty good shape. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take a wire wheel and clean it up a bit more. And it's actually a bit stupid that I didn't run it longer than I did, because then I could have drained the oil at the same time, but I think I'm gonna drain it anyways. It will just not be warm and take a little bit longer, so yeah. Well, I was pretty sure that there was supposed to come oil out now. There normally normally oil comes out now. Didn't I check the oil? I'm sure I did. Well, let's let it down and see. Okay, that comes. That goes. Well, yeah, I'm gonna let it drain and then let's take a look after I'm done draining. Well, the oil is out. It's not too bad, but I do see stripes over here and over here. And that floating there, I think is just from, yeah, underneath. It's not from the engine. Well, I guess not too bad. Yeah. Let me dump in some fresh stuff, and then I need to put on the knife again. And I think we have a winner. It's not really the time to test run them, So I'm only trying. I'm only making them run, sharpen the knife and change the oil, and then I put them for sale. And of course, if people have complaints, which I haven't had yet, but you never know, then I plan on saying to people that they are more than welcome to come back, and I will redo what I did wrong, free of charge. So because we want happy customers, right? Yeah. New oil, blade back on, a cloth and the cover on again, and then we have a winner. Let's see if she will kick over for us one more time. Not really. It's always like this. Come on, don't let me down. Why? Maybe we're cleaning a carburetor after all. Do we have fuel here? Yes, we do. So, I just thought, I was just thinking that I was done with this. Easy fix, really nothing to do other than straighten the wheels and sharpen the knife and a new pull cord. But now, she simply refuses. Do we still have spark? Yeah, we do have spark. So, fuel issue, great. Let me dig into that. I got the carb back from cleaning. It wasn't really dirty, so I don't really know if we made a difference. But yeah, I cleaned out all the small passages and stuff, and yeah, everything. So let me just put it back together again, and then we'll see if it made a difference on the machine. Emulsion tube, main jet. And if you turn the main jet the right way around, that will make it a bit easier to install. Is anything happening? Yeah. It's tight now. So the mixer screw, I think this was yesterday I took it apart. I think this was 9 turns out. Can that be? That seems like a lot. Normally it used to be between 1 and 2.5 turns out. So I think I'm gonna go with 1.5 turn. You can always adjust it on this machine because it's not covered by any plastic covers or anything. So now it's all the way in. I have 1.5 turn. And now this is the idle circuit, which was also not dirty for what I could see. It's a really small jet there and you cannot see through it. Should I just give it a blow with brake clean? Yeah, it's clean, and it just goes in here like it was, and it is held in place by the idle screw, I think it is. Is that not all the way down? Yes, it is. And I don't remember how many turns this was out. I think 3 or 6, I don't remember. Again, adjustment is possible, so we'll just jam it all the way in and see what we get. Half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3 turns out. Yeah, let's see where that brings us. Now, float and the needle, I have not cleaned it because it looked really nice, so I'm just gonna put it back in. There, and then the ball, which is also pretty clean inside. So this is fine, I guess. So how was it? Like this. So I want the drain to be out here. And now the big one goes to the bottom. And let's just hope that the O-ring is holding up when I introduce fuel again. So, like that, let's put it back on the machine. So, what's the easiest? Nothing is the easiest. There, choke. And then throttle. If it wants to. Why? Is that being stubborn now? There we go. And then the small spring goes into that little tiny hole. Like that. So should I try and... Yeah, of course I shall. Of course I will. Put on the fuel line and open the fuel. Do we still have fuel? Whoa, it's that tight. Yeah, we do. So, let's see what happens when I open. I forgot to check if the needle is closing, but I think it is. So we're just waiting to see if we got any leaks. Doesn't look like it. So that's perfect. Well, great. So I'm just gonna put on the hose clamp again. There. The air filter. Oh, it's almost about to forget this. Like that. Then the air cleaner. Still no leaking, so that's good. Just tighten it up. That must be good enough. So, will it run now and start up? That would be nice. Let's see. So, let's try it one more time. Dead man switch is clamped. The throttle handle, no. The choke handle is in the choke position. And I do not believe we have any leaks, so let's see if it will fire up. Not really. That's better. And it sounds like it's running just right. So, should we wait 5 minutes and see if it will restart? I think it was around that time that it broke down on me yesterday. Yeah, I'll give it five more minutes so it can get cold again, and then let's see. So 5 minutes have passed. Let's try one more time. No choke, I think we will begin with. Let's see. Maybe she is a choke kind of girl. Yeah, I'm gonna call that a success. I tried adjusting that idle screw. It didn't really make any difference, but I'm gonna call it good now. Go out and take some pictures and put it up for sale. So, another flea market lawnmower revived from the dead. If you want to see more of this, or just in general, leave a comment and a thumbs up and down and subscribe and all that stuff. Leave a comment if you want the how-to videos, because I can show how I do, not how to do, but how I do clean carburetors, sharpen knives and stuff. If you want to see it, ask in the comment section about anything. Until the next time, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe.